Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Again, this is Sir M and welcome to MP Trade Trading. In today's lesson, we will talk about price action. But before that, let's proceed to our disclaimer. Candlestick anatomy. So candlestick is the very foundation guys ng price action analysis. So kung mapapansin niyo, meron tayong iba't ibang klase ng price representation to analyze the market. So meron tayong bar charts, meron tayong line charts. But in our group, we use candlestick kasi it tells us more information kung ano yung ginagawa ng price. So that's why ito yung gagamitin natin. Now, candlestick is divided into two types. We have bullish candle and then we have the bearish candle. So bullish candle, it simply means buyer's candle. So ibig sabihin, buyer yung may control ng price kapag yung market or yung candlestick ay nagprint ng bullish candle. So yung bullish candle in our group is represented by a candlestick with color white na body, okay? And then kapag bearish naman, color gray or dim gray yung color ng body niya. And by the way, a candle is consists of these 5 major parts. So we have the low, the opening price, we have the body, and then the close, and then the high. If the price close higher than the opening price, ibig sabihin bullish candle yon. Basta nag-close siya higher, bullish yon. And if mag-close siya lower than the opening price, ibig sabihin bearish yon. Okay? Yung tawag dito guys is wick or shadow. Okay? Itong nasa ibabaw and nasa ilalim. Okay? Yung pinakamataas, that is the highest wick. And sa ilalim, that is the lowest wick. Okay? And ito, this is body. Same with this. Okay? So, tandaan nyo lang, bullish candle white, bearish candle, color gray. Okay? So, as simple as that. Next. Ito yung example natin. So, kung mapapansin niyo, we have color white and color gray na candle or candlestick. So, yung color white, they are all bullish candle and color gray, they are all bearish candle. Now, let's talk about different candles. So, kung mapapansin niyo, there are plenty of candlestick pattern ang pwede nyong maaral. No? If you Google it, manood kayo ng YouTube, ang daming pattern. But in our group, ang pinaka-foundation ng ating price action analysis is itong tatlong type ng candles na to. No? So, we call it MP wave candles. No? So, the first one is the momentum candle. Okay? So, momentum candle is a large-bodied candle that breaks the high of the previous candle. Either it breaks the high of the previous candle, ang tawag natin dyan bullish momentum candle. If it breaks the low of the previous candle, ang tawag natin doon ay bearish momentum candle. No? So, kung mapapansin nyo, this candle break the high of the previous candle. So, this is bullish momentum. This candle breaks the low of the previous candle. This is a bearish momentum candle. Okay? So, the next candle is, we have the failed momentum candle. So, same din, no? Pareha sila malaki yung body. Ang pagkakaiba lang guys, hindi siya nag-break above or below the previous candle. Kaya siya tinawag na failed momentum. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Basta hindi siya nag-break. Pag sinabi nating break guys, dapat mag-close either above the high of the previous candle or mag-close siya below the low of the previous candle para ma-consider natin siya na failed momentum candle. Okay? And then yung third type, we have the dumper candle. Okay? Yung dumper candle is a candle, maliit yung body niya. Okay? And then ang pinakamadaling way to identify it is gamit yung indicator. So lahat ng candle na may dot sa chart, ang tawag natin doon dumper candles. Okay? As simple as that. Okay? Tingnan natin yung chart. For example, so as you can see here, we have price action. So ito yung mga candles. So yung may mga dot, they are all dumper candles. Okay? And then this one, nakita niyo itong candle na to? So this one is a momentum candle. Bakit? Kasi kung mapapansin niyo, nag-close siya higher than the previous candle. This is momentum candle. Okay? And this is a damper candle. Napansin niyo itong candle na to. Itong candle na to, it didn't break the high of the previous candle nor the low. So this is a failed momentum. This one is a momentum kasi it breaks the low of this previous candle. Same with this one. Okay? So ano pa? Marami, no? Actually, you can identify 3 different candles dito sa price data na to. So sa ganung way, no, mas madali sa ating ma-identify kung anong type ng price action yung meron sa chart gamit yung 3 types of MPF wave candle. So as simple as that, no? Halimbawa ito, this is damper. We have momentum candle. This one is a damper. This one is a momentum. Failed momentum. We have the damper. This one is a damper also kasi may tuldok. We have momentum, damper, failed momentum, damper, so etc. Okay guys? So ganun lang siya kasimple guys. So tandaan nyo lang, we have momentum candle, failed momentum, and then the damper candles. Let's proceed. So now let's talk about price action. So pag sinabi nating price action, it means price movement. How price move from one point to another. So to simplify that, so we divided it into 3 types of price action or price movement. No, ito yung bumubuo guys. Ito yung pinaka foundation ng ating system, no? That's why it's very crucial, dapat maintindihan nyo to guys, no? So first is what we call the rally. Sa rally, okay, meron tayong 2 types of rally. We have impulsive rally and we have corrective rally. So yung impulsive rally, it's actually, it's an up movement that is consists of 2 or more momentum candles that breaks the high of the previous candle. So as you can see, we have 2 momentum candle kasi large body siya. At the same time, it breaks the high of the previous candle. Okay? So assuming we have another candle here, this price close above, followed by another momentum candle that price close above the previous candle. So this one is impulsive, kaya siya tinawag na impulsive, strong rally yan guys, no? So meaning malakas yung buying pressure. And then pataas siya. And here we have corrective rally. So yung corrective rally natin, may dalawang variation siya. So the first one is yung up movement that is consists of 3 or more damper candles that breaks the high of the previous candle. So kung ito, dalawang momentum, ito naman, 3 sunod-sunod na damper candle that creates series of higher high. Okay? Tawag natin dyan corrective kasi even though pataas siya, pero yung movement na is slow, no, in a corrective manner. And then may variation yan, combination to guys ng impulsive or momentum candle plus damper candle. Okay? Ang tawag natin dito corrective rally. Okay? And then next we have the drop. So basically drop is kabaligtaran lang din ng rally, no? Baligtarin nyo lang. So we have impulsive drop created with this 2 momentum candle na pababa, and then we have corrective drop. This one is impulsive drop. Then we have corrective drop, consists of 3 damper candles that creates lower low. Then another corrective drop that is consists of 1 momentum and 1 damper candle that creates lower low. Okay? And then yung pangatlo is yung base. Guys, itong base very crucial to guys kasi ito yung ginagamit natin guys sa pag-plot ng ating trading zones. So that's why you have to be familiarized and memorize itong base. No? Base is a temporary pause in price that is consists of 1 or more damper candles or failed momentum candles. Minsan momentum candle, no, especially during reversal. Ipapakita ko sa inyo yung ibig ko sabihin dyan, no? Or a combination of the two. Appear after rally or a drop. So minsan after ng rally, magke-create siya ng base and then magko-continue siya. It's either mag-rally ulit or magda-drop na. So base is like a bridge between rally and drop, no? So para siyang tulay, no, between rally and drop. Siya yung nagko-connect sa rally or sa drop, or between 2 rallies and between 2 drops. Okay, let's move on. So in this example, let's try to identify yung different price action na yan. So kung mapapansin nyo here, we have base, no, made up of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, meron tayong 4 candles. So, ito yung base natin. Okay, temporary po. So, hindi natin alam kung galing to sa drop or galing sa rally. Basta ang importante, this is a base. And then followed by drop. Okay, as you can see, this one is consists of 1, 2 momentum candles. We have drop, followed by base, and then followed by this corrective rally, and then followed by base again. Okay, this base is consists of, ayan, marami, no, plenty of candles. Okay, basta ang importante, temporary po siya, and then followed by this drop. Okay, this one is corrective drop kasi consists siya ng 1 momentum and then 1 damper, followed by this base. This one is a complicated base, but actually this whole thing is just a base kasi kung mapapansin niyo, wala tayong rally, wala tayong drop, no? So it's moving in a ranging manner or sideways. And then here we have the drop. Okay, and then we have another base. This whole thing is just a base. And then we have corrective rally, we have the base, and then we have impulsive rally, we have base, and then we have another rally here. And right now price is nasa base tayo ngayon, ano? So dito, this one could be a potential drop kung magtutuloy-tuloy siya, no? But yeah, so these are all the different types of price action. We have again, ulitin natin, rally meaning up movement. We have the base, temporary pause. Yung base natin pwede siyang binubuo ng 1 candle, isang damper candle, isang failed momentum, or a combination of failed momentum and damper candles. Okay, so let's move on. Now let's talk about structure. So we have what we call minor swing. Okay, so minor swing is basically, okay, a swing that is consists of high, okay, a candle with the highest high, wherein sa left niya is merong mas mababang candle at mas mababa yung high niya. So kung mapapansin nyo, this high is higher than this high. Okay, this is consider natin to as candle number 2. Okay, yung ating minor swing is the candle number 2. Sa left niya, we have candle number 1. Sa right niya, we have candle number 3, so on and so forth. Ang pinaka-importante guys sa minor swing high is dapat yung next candle na susunod sa candle number 2, either number 3, number 4, or so on and so forth. Basta ang importante dapat may candle na magbe-break sa low ng candle number 2. So, pag sinabi nating break, pwede siyang weak break lang. No? Basta lagpasan niya lang tong low ng candle number 2, then we have potential minor swing high. So, pwedeng ang lumagpas dito sa candle number 2 is itong number 3. Or minsan, pwedeng yung susunod na mga candles. So, minsan kasi nasa loob, no? Halimbawa, we have 1, 2, 3. Yung number 3 nasa loob lang ng range ng number 2. Yung number 4 nasa loob lang din ng number 2. And then yung pang number 5 na candle, yun yung lumagpas sa low ng candle number 2. So kapag nangyari yon, we have confirmed minor swing high. So minor swing low naman, babaligtarin lang natin guys, no? So ito yung minor swing low. Nasa left side niya, we have higher swing low. Sa right side niya, we have higher swing low. Okay? So in this case, yung candle number 3 yung lumagpas sa number 2. But again, ulitin ko, pwedeng yung candle number 4, number 5. Basta ang importante, dapat may mag-break sa candle number 2 para ma-confirm natin na talagang minor swing low or swing high siya. Okay? So ngayon, tingnan natin siya sa chart para at least madali natin siyang ma-identify. So yung color green, they are all minor swing high, and then yung color red ay minor swing low. As you can see, this is minor swing low kasi sa left niya mayroong mas higher na low. Sa right niya, mas may higher na low. Ito ay minor swing high kasi kung mapapansin nyo, this is candle number 2. Sa left niya, may mas lower na high. And then sa right niya, mas may lower na high. And at the same time, na-break din yung low ng candle number 2. That's why na-confirm natin to. Okay? So dito we have minor swing low, minor swing high, swing low, swing high, Here we have minor swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, so on and so forth. Okay? So madali lang naman siya guys, no? Basta tandaan nyo lang yung rules ng minor swing para hindi kayo malito. Now let's move on. So now let's talk about major swing. So basically, major swing ay swing or minor swing high na sa left side niya may minor swing high na mas mababa. Okay? And then sa right side niya, meron ding minor swing high na mas mababa. So basically, it's like minor swing, yun nga lang, this time we have multiple candles, no? So combination to ng 3 minor swings. Okay? In this case, minor swing high, 3 minor swing high. Yung isang swing high is higher than the 2 swing high. That's why we have major swing high. So 1 lower minor swing high sa left, 1 lower minor swing high sa right para ma-consider natin siya na major swing high. So ganun din yung major swing low, pabaligtarin lang natin. So we have minor swing low na sa left side niya merong mas higher na minor swing low, sa right side niya meron ding mas higher na minor swing low. As simple as that. Okay? Itong major swing low guys, ito yung bumubuo sa structure, no, ng price. Explain ko sa inyo sa susunod na slides. Okay? So pakita ko lang muna. Okay, this time we have mountains and valleys. So mountains and valleys, they are significant swing points sa market guys, no? So in fact, ito yung magiging blueprint natin with regards to identifying yung significant swing high and swing low, no? Itong mountains and valleys. Basically, mountains are major swing high that breaks major swing low. Okay? So ito yon, no? Itong red na star, they are minor swing low. Itong green ay minor swing high. Itong arrow is major swing low. And then itong arrow na green is major swing high. So as you can see, this major swing high, bakit siya naging major swing high? Kasi sa left niya may minor swing high, sa right niya may minor swing high. And at the same time, break niya. Okay? Pag sinabing break, nag-close, no? Nag-close yung price, itong drop niya below the major swing low. Bakit ito naging major swing low? Kasi sa left side may minor swing low, sa right side may minor swing low. Okay, so this is mountain. And this one is valley. So baligtarin lang natin to. Valley is basically a major swing that breaks a major swing high. Okay, swing low that breaks a major swing high. This is another diagram. So same din ito. Mountains. So kanina, yung minor swing high sa right nitong major swing high is nangyari bago siya i-break or nangyari after ng break. Ito naman, minor swing high was created before the break. So both are valid, basta ang importante dapat itong major swing na to sa left and right niya may minor swing. Okay? Same with this. Okay. So by the way, itong mountains and valleys, ginagamit natin siya to draw trend lines, no? So diyan natin ginagamit o yun yung kino-consider natin if we want to draw uptrend line or downtrend line. Okay, let's try to identify guys yung ating mga swings. So in this case, here we have this one is a major swing high. Bakit? Kasi sa left side niya may minor, sa right side niya mayroon ding minor swing high. This one is a major swing low kasi sa left side niya we have minor swing low, sa right side niya we have minor swing low. This one is a major swing low kasi sa left side niya we have minor swing low, sa right side we have minor swing low. This one, minor swing low din to. Okay, same with this, major swing high. This one is a major swing low, major swing high, major swing low, major swing high, major swing low, major swing high. Okay? And this one is a mountain, okay? Because this is a major swing high that breaks major swing low. This one is also mountain, same with this one. Mountain din to, no? This one is a valley. Okay? And this one is also valley. Okay, bakit to valley? Kasi may break siyang major swing high. Ito valley din kasi may break siyang major swing high. Even though this one is not a mountain kasi wala siyang break na swing low. Okay? Next. trend lines. Okay, sa trend lines, ang ginagawa natin dyan guys, to draw trend lines is we connect yung two most recent mountains or valleys. Okay, to draw down trend line, kailangan natin i-connect or hanapin yung pinakamalapit na two most recent mountains. So this one is mountain number 1, mountain number 2, ko-connect natin yan. Okay? So if price breaks above this downtrend line, that is the first signal na possibly meron tayong shift in momentum. So pwede siyang mag-reverse, no? But it does not necessarily mean na kailangan mag-reverse niya, no? So first signal lang 'yon, guys, no? Pwedeng magkaroon tayo ng reversal. So to draw uptrend line, so very objective din tayo. All we need to do is to find the two most recent valleys. Okay? Then draw trend line. Break of uptrend line could be a potential signal for a reversal to the downside. Okay? Now let's go for example. This one we have mountain, mountain, mountain. Now if we want to draw downtrend line, so kailangan natin i-connect yung two most recent mountain. Here we have mountain number 1, mountain number 2. So dun natin ilalagay yung ating trend line. Okay? Ayan. For example, magdodraw tayo ng downtrend line. Ko-connect lang natin tong dalawang pinakamalapit na mountain. So mountain number 1, mountain number 2. So wala na tayong pakialam dito guys, no? So dito tayo magpo-focus. And then when price break above this downtrend line, ano nangyari? No? Nag-create siya ng pullback and then umangat na siya. So 'di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, a break of a downtrend line is a potential sign of a reversal. So here we have valley. Ito yung two most recent valley natin. So pwede tayo mag-draw dito ng uptrend line. And if ever price break that, so possibly magkaroon tayo ng reversal pababa. So ganun lang siya kasimple guys. Basta ang importante, you have to be familiarized with the mountains and valleys. Okay? So let's move on. Next, we have the MPPWA breakouts. So actually, we have three types of breakout in our group. So we have strong breakout o yung tinatawag nating momentum candle breakout. Wherein, let's say you have this resistance, the candle break above it, and then yung candle na nag-break is momentum candle. Kapag momentum candle yung nag-break, strong breakout yon. No? Kagaya nito, we have downtrend line. This is a momentum candle and price close. So dapat guys mag-close para ma-consider natin siyang strong breakout. For good breakout, nag-breakout siya or nag-close siya outside the structure. Let's say this one is resistance, this one is a uptrend line. So basta nag-close siya, yun nga lang, pagkakaiba nito, damper candle siya. So nag-close yung candle, yun nga lang damper candle. So this one is just a good breakout. Pero breakout pa rin naman siya. This one is a weak breakout. So kapag yung weak lang or shadow lang yung nag-close or lumabas. Okay, not really close but lumabas outside the trend line or the structure. Okay? So yung ideal guys is itong strong breakout, no? And then mako-confirm lang natin na talagang breakout na siya if yung breakout na candle ay nasundan pa ng another candle. At least 2 or more series of close. Yun yung much better breakout. Talagang confirm na talagang breakout siya, no? So, tandaan nyo tong MPPWA breakouts kasi gagamitin natin to hanggang phase 3. Okay? Yun lamang guys. If you have questions, so message na lang ako. Thank you for watching. See you sa next video.